Hey everyone, and welcome back to the NPC Dungeon. This week, I'm continuing my current line of stories from my current campaign. It follows Gum the Ooze Barbarian, Cleo the Fighter, V the Rogue, Isaac the Human Artificer, and Lila the Drow Punk Rocker Bard. Last time, they attended a very well-to-do party where Lady Raina Raynor would be in attendance. In the past, she had taken everything from V and apparently owned a train the party robbed a while back. This party ended in the murder of Lady Raina Raynor and the subsequent destruction of the building it was held in. But instead of being arrested, they were brought into the wagon of one Henrietta Hambley, a legendary crime boss whose syndicate the players had dealings with in the past, and that's where we begin. So what happened? Miss Hambley told the party that she could offer them protection if they did a favor for her in return. She had been working alongside Raina on a very big project, but there was a third, the actual architect of the project, a man known only as the Artificer. She wanted to know exactly what he was up to, so she wanted the party to go and infiltrate his secret labs and come back with the documents outlining his plans. Against all of my expectations, they agreed, but wanted to stop by Rubblecounters first for supplies. Hambley allowed them to, but sent a Tabaxi rogue along with them, Smoke, new party member, and temporary chaperone to the group, just to make sure they stayed on track. However, when they arrived at Rubblecounter's shop, the old gnome was nowhere to be found. Instead, there were signs of a break-in, signs of a struggle. Rubblecounter had been kidnapped, and even more, all signs pointed to Aurora, an old friend of theirs. Goliath, who was made by Rubblecounter and who saw him as a father, couldn't stand the sight of it and left in search of him as Gum returned just in time for a new job. From there, the party continued on their journey ahead straight to the Melath Industrial Complex, where the Artificer's secret lab was supposedly held. They peeked over the walls to see a sprawling settlement complete with a tower in the distance. That had to be where Aurora was, they agreed, as Gum slithered over the walls, and Cleo scaled the surface that Gum had left scarred and even behind. Isaac tried to smooth talk the guards at the gate, but to no avail, as Smoke appeared behind them and took them out in an instant. "Please, try to be careful," he said as they snuck through the complex. Isaac caught up with the rest of the group as Smoke hopped from rooftop to rooftop overhead, and eventually they all circled in on the tower. Down below, it took everyone's collective efforts to get the door open, while Smoke easily picked a lock on a higher floor overhead. However, they both emerged into a bare corridor with a spiral staircase leading up, but Cleo was suspicious. She looked around until she found a trapdoor beneath them. Smoke opened it, and the group descended. Countless corridors surrounded them, each lined with small rooms holding various individuals in various stages of some kind of insectoid transformation. And in one such room, they did find Aurora, but she was only about half conscious and seemed to have no idea what they're talking about. And luckily, there seemed to be no signs of insectoid transformation on her yet. Meanwhile, Isaac tried breaking into one of the little rooms and freeing the person inside, which he did, but they only screamed, banged their head into the wall, and ran from the room. But all this commotion attracted company as the Artificer himself strode into the room and stared in at Cleo. "Well, if it isn't CH-130, my finest creation, either return with me or your friends die." And I'm going to end that one there. Come back next week where I'll return to my other series of stories that I'm telling right now, and return the following week where we'll learn a little bit more about Cleo's past and talk about the combat that ensued here. I release new DM advice every Friday, stories every Saturday, and a pixel art time-lapse every Sunday, as well as new pixel art and DM advice related shorts nearly every single day. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you really liked it, and comment down below if you have any feedback or just want to say hi. I try to respond as often as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to check out 2 of my previous videos appearing on your screen right about now. And until next time, let's learn something.